Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel, and a new episode of The Watch Pile comes around very quick, seems not that long ago since the last episode. Episode 16 I believe this week, big one. And like last week I think we have 4 titles that have been chosen, so I'll show you those as I always do. Randomly pick one and then I'll put it on and come back and tell you what I think. So the titles that were chosen this week, and I'm going to try and get them right who chose them. We have Cat's Eye, which is a Stephen King adaptation. I'd love to watch all of the Stephen King adaptations I've got. I will definitely be watching Salem's Lot at some point this week, because people have just been... all of the comments I've seen since I've shown that off in my pickups video, people have just been telling me to watch it, so I will be getting on that this week at some point. So Cat's Eye, unfortunately, stars Drew Barrymore, and if you did watch the live stream Monday night, last night from when I'm recording this, you'll know that I don't particularly like her. But I've heard it's an anthology film, so I might get on all right with it. Classic next, Rebel Without a Cause, James Dean, Natalie Wood, probably the film that catapulted James Dean to stardom before obviously his untimely death at a very young age. So yeah, that's another one that I'm quite interested in checking out. Then we have 127 Hours, Danny Boyle film, based on a true story about a mountain climber that gets trapped between, like in a canyon. I heard it's quite graphic in places, but I've heard it's a really good film. So yeah, another one that I want to watch. And then we got Somewhere, which is a Sofia Coppola film, with Stephen Dorff and Elle Fanning, about an actor and his young daughter that he's got to look after. So yeah, that's one that looks quite interesting. Who else is in this? Don't say who else is in it. But yeah, these two, I can't remember which way around it is, but these two were chosen by Ash and Paul. But like I said, my memory's foggy. I did say I would check, but I didn't check the specific comments. But those guys chose one of these. Then we have, I believe Roy chose Rebel Without a Cause, so good shout from Roy. And Tim chose Cat's Eye. So yeah, 4 solid films. All of them, I have no doubt that I'm going to get enjoyment from. So yeah, great choices this week. So we'll do what we normally do. I don't even know what I've done with one of them. Thrown them around somewhere. There it is. I don't know how I did that. Spin it around. And we'll go for that one, which is Somewhere. So, yeah, like I said, Sofia Coppola, Stephen Dorff, Elle Fanning. Yep, I believe, like I said, don't know too much about it. It's about an actor, I think, from looking at the back. Yeah, not too familiar. It's just over an hour and a half, so quite short. I think all of those are fairly short ones anyway. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll go and give this a watch now and come back after and give you my thoughts. So I just got done watching Somewhere, a film by Sofia Coppola, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Like I said to start with, all 4 of them I kind of expected to enjoy going in, but this one really surprised me. I really liked this one. And I can definitely say from the films by Sofia Coppola that I've seen so far, all of them have impressed me. That being The Virgin Suicides, this, The Bling Ring I really enjoyed, and Priscilla. And I think the key themes throughout all of her films are they're all character films, if you know what I mean. There's not a lot of story, specifically in this one as well. It is more following these characters, their lives, that sort of thing. And I think she's really good at directing actors. I think she's terrific from what I've seen of her. She's just fantastic. I don't know. Well, she wrote it as well, so she's very good at writing characters as well, I would say. I'll give you a brief kind of synopsis of the story. As I said at the start, it follows an actor. He lives in this hotel. bit of a loner, quite a lonely person. Don't really know what he's doing with his life. Not quite worked out where he's at in his life. I suppose middle-aged. And he sees his daughter every now and then, but then one day his daughter arrives and he has to look after her permanently for for quite a while. So it's about his relationship with his daughter, played brilliantly by Elle Fanning, and his life as an actor. He's quite a well-known actor, but you can tell he's got problems going on. And yeah, I like the ending. Quite sad. Well, at least it was the way that I interpreted it. But yeah, really good. If you like, it's not going to be for everyone. It's one of those films that, like I said, it's more of a character film that follows the characters. There's not really a great story to it. Visually, it's great. It's got a great soundtrack. Flew by an hour and a half. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I always know that I've really enjoyed a film when I don't pick up my phone once, and I need to try and get better at not doing that. But I do struggle quite a lot. I didn't pick up my phone once during this film. Wasn't even tempted to, because I just was completely invested in watching these characters and their lives. And yeah, really great film, this one. If you've not seen it, really recommend it. It's been sat in the pile for quite some time now, so I'm really glad that I finally got around to watching it. Needless to say, I will definitely be keeping this, and I really need to try and get hold of some of Sofia Coppola's other films I've not seen, although I think I'm not that interested in The Beguiled, because I've heard it's not very good, and I'd rather watch the Clint Eastwood version anyway. But I 100% need to get Lost in Translation. Marie Antoinette as well as another one. I think that's it. I think the others that I mentioned are ones that I've seen. I don't think that I might be missing something, but I think those are all of them. But yeah, Somewhere. Highly recommend this one. Will definitely be staying in the collection. Great for this week's Watch Poll. Very good choice. So next week we are Elf one. There's a few new ones on here that you will have seen in other videos, but I've put them on here now. As usual, I'll just go through any ones that will be rewatches. But there's not very many, and excluded ones, for example, obviously I've said before, 48 hours I've seen, so it's just another 48 hours. Just going down there, all of them. Predator I've seen, so it will be Predator 2 you would be choosing. Just going up. John Q will be a rewatch. As will The Gunman. And yeah, that's it. All others will be frozen. But yeah, that's it. Great episode this week. I love it when I get these films that a lot of them, like Somewhere, have been sat in my collection for such a long time and I've just not watched them. So it's great to finally get around to watching them. And I will. My plan is, I'm recording this as I always do on a Tuesday night. So the day that I upload this, tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to do like a Stephen King double bill. So I'm going to try and watch Cat's Eyes. Is it Cat's Eye? Cat's Eye, I think, not Cat's Eyes. And I'm going to give Salem's Lot a watch as well tomorrow, I think. So do like a horror double bill, Stephen King double bill tomorrow. Get to Knocked Out the Park. And then I'll try and get 127 hours. And Rebel Without a Cause fitted in before Sunday as well. Also, because I know I've still not watched it, I will try and get The Last Starfighter in. It's just one of those that I'm on the fence. I don't think it's one that personally I will enjoy. It might surprise me, but I've watched the trailer now and I'm on the fence. So I think I've got to be in the right mood for that one. And as I said, Kill Bill Volume 1, I need to give a rewatch before I get around to Volume 2. And those are all ones that have been in the watch pile before that I've still not watched, so I will try and get around to them. But yeah, that's it for this video this week. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts of Somewhere if you've seen it down below. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always get back to anyone that takes the time to leave me a message, comment. And that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.